Hi, my name's Jennifer. I run Celebrate Recovery Ministry at Rise City Church with my husband, Chris, and here's my story. I grew up in a home that had domestic violence, and I also was exposed to sexual assault by my father. And while I was being sexually assaulted, he introduced me to pornography. I was 3 years old. So all the way from 3 years old to 14, when I was finally able to say what my dad was doing to me was wrong, I was in a very, very dark place. And nobody knew. It was like a secret in the house. He had an addiction, then I had an addiction. Pornography is almost like cocaine. It gives you serotonin and dopamine, and it calms your nerves. It was like the secret that I couldn't tell anybody. Because as a woman who watches pornography is a lot different than a man watching pornography. It's okay and it's widely accepted for men to crave sex and physical connection. But women were supposedly emotional, and so we want that emotional connection. Where in my case, I had an emotional connection, but I had no physical connection because my body was violated. And so in my first marriage, I had difficulty connecting with my husband physically and having intimacy with him. And so I used pornography to feed that need. And I felt almost like bound. I was shameful and I felt guilty all the time. And I just couldn't let it go. I felt like there was something wrong with me. I could have this outward life and everybody would see me as fun and happy, and then behind closed doors, I was depressed and sad and empty. I would hide. I would hide to watch it. I would hide what I was doing. And I don't want this addiction to be put onto my children. And it kills generation after generation because we don't deal with our addictions. While I had this secret going on, I actually read a book called Every Woman's Battle. And she talks about sexuality in women and intimacy in God. And God is so intimate with us that he loves us and he accepts us for who we are. And that started to resonate with me. And I was able to relate that I'm not alone. And when I found Celebrate Recovery and I found my intimacy in God, it was like 10,000 pounds had been taken off my shoulders, and I was able to have the freedom to tell people what my struggle was. Finally, I was set free because I was out of my denial. And I stopped watching it, and I stopped being in secret, and I was honest about what I was going through. I would say Celebrate Recovery has been a huge impact in my life, and going to it as a person and then leading it as a full ministry, everybody's accepted there. And any hurt, hang up, and habit, pornography, sexual addiction, anxiety, depression, anything you're going through, everybody connects with you with open arms. There's no judgment. My relationship with Jesus is every day now. It's one day at a time. It's connecting with him in the morning, in the afternoon, in the evening, just to spend time with him every day. And then also to have, connection with other people in my life that are Christians, and to understand that I'm accepted and loved.